All right, everybody, it's time to get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Virtual Trivia Tuesday, BUGFEST edition. That's right, we're bringing you the show tonight live right here on YouTube from the fake North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences inside my home. That's where we're bringing you the show tonight. We've got a great show ready for you. I hope that you got your thinking caps, you got your thinking snacks, because tonight's game is all about bugs. We're going to be talking about the creepies, the crawlies, the things that people like to roll in newspapers and squish sometimes. You shouldn't. Just take them outside. They'll be fine, okay? Yeah, BUGFEST is a celebration of all things crunchy, creepy, crawly, squishy, the arthropods, insects, and all those great related creatures. So tonight for virtual trivia, we're going to do 3 rounds, 5 questions each of arthropod trivia. We'll see what you think you know. I think you'll enjoy the rounds. I don't think that BUGFEST trivia is going to be easy, okay? We have had experts talking to us all week long so far, yesterday and today, both days. We have more experts planned for the rest of the week who are filling my brain full of knowledge because I've sat in a lot of these presentations. And so in just 2 days, I've learned so much. And oh my gosh, I had to put at least some of what I had learned into trivia. So if you've been participating in some of the BUGFEST programming that's been going on the last couple of days, you may already know some of these answers. If not, you might know some of the answers to anyway. But we're going to have a good time regardless, right? Because this is BUGFEST trivia. Now, I will say check out bugfest.org in order to get details and information on all of the different kinds of BUGFEST programs that are going on out of the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. If you tune in here to the museum's YouTube channel every day at noon, you can find me not hosting trivia, but hosting some of our special guest speakers. And then lots of our staff are chipping in and doing a great job hosting other programs that you can sign up for as well. If you haven't learned already, I am your quiz master. My name is Chris. Normally, I'm the curator for the SCCU Daily Planet Theater, but this being our umpteenth trivia game that we've done virtually, I don't think we're ever going to stop. So you can sign up for virtual trivia every Tuesday. We're right here at 6 o'clock. I hope that you'll join us. Now, how to play trivia. We're doing trivia a little bit different tonight. I'm using a little bit of a different technology than I normally do. So if you're with me every Tuesday, things might look a little bit differently. Don't worry, we're still gonna have the same great experience. I just have to click a few extra buttons, and I've got some more people behind the scenes helping me with the game tonight. So to get started, we're gonna go over the rules, okay? How you play Virtual Trivia Tuesday. Now, first off, that means going over the rules of the game, okay? Number 1, no cheating, okay? Maybe that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. But don't cheat on our game, all right? We're hanging out here on the internet. Google is right there. You could look up some of these answers. Some of them you could find. Some of them I do pretty deep dives on, if I do say so myself, but no cheating. Okay, number 2, don't post answers in the chat box here on YouTube, all right? Keep your answers with you and your teammates or whoever you're playing trivia with tonight if you are. Don't post right or wrong answers in the chat box until after I've given the answer out. Number 3, all answers are final. That means what you see as the answer on the screen here on YouTube, that's the one that's gonna get the points. It's just the way that it goes. And then number 4, respect the game, all right? What does that mean? That means be respectful of one another, all right? Play nice over there in the chat box, okay? Be nice to me. Be nice to my moderator, Science Jess. Hi, Science Jess. Glad you could be here. Okay, we're gonna play nice. We're gonna be good to one another. Now, how do you play the game? You're gonna need 2 devices, or you're gonna need to have 2 browser windows open. One of those is right here. Stay with me on YouTube. Right here is where you will see and hear the questions and the answer choices for our multiple choice questions, okay? But you'll need a second device that's running kahoot.it, or you need to go to the website kahoot.it, Kahoot.it. There, you're gonna see a screen that looks like this, where you're gonna be asked for a game pin. Now, I haven't given the game pin out to anyone yet, only I have it. right here. So you don't need to worry about punching anything in yet, but you'll type it in there where it says game pin, and then you're gonna hit enter. When you see the nickname screen, hit that button that says spin in order to be assigned a name. Crazy Tiger's not it. Once you have your name, click OK, go. You can try for a better name if you want, but just click OK, go, because you just want to get into the game and play trivia with us. And you should see a screen that lets you know that you're ready to play the game. Look over here on YouTube and you'll see all the usernames popping up on screen. Once I start asking you trivia questions tonight, your Kahoot.it screen will look like this. Whether you're on a desktop, a laptop, a mobile device, it'll look the same. These colors and shapes correspond to the multiple choice answers that you'll see here on YouTube. So you'll select your answer on Kahoot from what you see on YouTube. There's a little bit of a delay between what happens on the Kahoot platform and YouTube, just a few seconds. So you'll get the opportunity to answer the question before you know what the question is. But don't worry, everybody's got the same like 5-second handicap. It'll be okay. And then if you look at the screen here, you'll see that there are those little numbers in the top right. Right here, the example is 2 of 18. Ignore those numbers. You don't need them. If you get the correct answer, and I know you're going to get lots of correct answers tonight, you'll see a screen that looks like this, and you'll be awarded points. Now, the points are how we decide who our winners are tonight. Tonight, you win bragging rights. You can screenshot your win, post it on Twitter, and everybody will give you a great big round of applause. At least, you know, tag the museum, and we'll give you a great big round of applause on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you happen to be. You can also get additional points for each question if you get multiple correct answers in a row. So think hard, think smart. And that's how we do it. That's how we play the game. It's pretty simple. At least maybe you think it's simple. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, I am. If anything's going wrong for you, something seems weird, let Science Jess know in the comments, all right? Now, Science Jess is not there to argue with you about answers. But if the game's not working, we've been doing this a while, Science Jess knows how to fix things, at least somewhat, and we'll do our best to help you out. Also, I've got the chat here so I can keep a lookout at it, see what's going on. Like, for example, all these incredible bug jokes that were coming through. Y'all might have to bring jokes every week because these were cracking me up, okay? Let's do it. Let's play trivia. Let me see here. We're going to jump in with our game pin. Ready for it? Here comes the game pin, everybody. We are a go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4. That's your game pin. Jump right in, everybody. Let's play some virtual trivia, BUGFEST edition. Hey, let me know in the chat, who's come to any BUGFEST programs? Anybody come to some of our YouTube shows or sign up for some of the other Zoom shows? We've had some really great presentations. I hear that bug yoga today was just the most popular thing that we may have ever done for BUGFEST. The Wilsons have been doing BUGFEST programming. Karen, mosquitoes. I love that mosquito presentation. There is so much to learn about bugs. John, yeah, well, John, I saw you on the YouTube program. Yeah, so glad that you could hang out with us. How many players we got in the game tonight? How are things looking? Let me take a look over here. We're at like 115 players tonight. Woo! Big crowd. Lots of people wanting to play some virtual trivia. We should note too that if you go to bugfest.org, there you can sign up for programs, right? You click on the programs button. And this week we're doing something like 55 live virtual programs for you. Amazing stuff. Pick your favorites, sign up. It's like going to a whole bug conference. We're having a blast. But there's also a few other tabs. You can read about our theme insect for BUGFEST this year, which are the flies. Also, there are more resources being uploaded to there as we go throughout the week. So cool videos from some of our sponsors like BASF. So lots of cool stuff to go and check out there, all right? So bugfest.org, don't miss it. Oh, right, it looks like we're at 120 players, at least 121 players tonight. Big game, I'm so excited. And I brought all my little buggy friends here. Okay. Science Jess, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. I think all these 120 people are ready. Let's get started. Let's play virtual trivia. Game on, everybody. All right, thinking caps. Now, I said we do 3 rounds, 5 questions each. Each round has its own theme or category or loose association of words that I've put together for the game. Round 1, we had to do the theme insect, the theme arthropod for BUGFEST. So we're gonna do questions about flies. That's right, flies. Okay, Cahoots, ready? Question number 1. Take a look at these 4 pictures. Which of these is not a fly? Top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. You've got less than a minute to get your answers in here. Which of these creatures is not a fly? Hey, Natalie B. It says you're on question 2 because this is the second slide on Kahoot, right? I had the round 1 title slide, and now question 1 is the second slide. So ignore the numbers you see in the top right. Pay no attention to those. They do not correspond to the question number on Kahoot. Just write nose on Kahoot, punch the button, get the right answers. That's what we're here to do. Okay, we're less than 10 seconds. Almost all the answers are in. If you've been coming to BUGFEST programming, we answered this question. That's why it's the first one. But, okay, 45 teams said the top left. 27 teams said the top right. 42 teams got the correct answer, which was the bottom left. Only 12 teams said the bottom right. Here, let's take a look at the picture again. All right, top left up here, mosquito is a fly species. Yep. Top right is called a hoverfly. They're a bee wasp mimic. That's a fly. Bottom left, look at that really skinny waist and notice how it has 4 total wings, 2 sets of wings, 2 pair of wings. That is a paper wasp, not a fly species. Bottom right, only 12 people said bottom right is actually a fly, but if that is not the cutest, fluffiest little fly you've ever seen, that's just too cute. Now, let's take a look at our leaderboard. Here's our top 5. Quick on the buzzer was Helpful Zebra taking our top spot, 993 points. 5th place, Adorable Impala with 927. 3 players in the middle. Don't worry, top 5 is probably going to change a lot throughout our game tonight. Here's your next question. The largest fly in the world is the Midas flies, blue bottle flies, bot flies, or the timber fly. Which do you think? Have you heard of any of these? I've seen some strange. I've heard stories about bot flies. I would not want to encounter a bot fly. I'm gonna check in here on the chat. You know, I always wondered about doing multiple choice picture questions like that. I'll have to come up with a better strategy to make the pictures larger. All right, looks like time's up on that one. 48 teams got the correct answer. 48 teams said it was the timber fly. Let's take a look at it again. That's it. Now this timber fly is 8 centimeters long, tip to tip, 8 centimeters. That's it's about 3 inches of fly. Okay, that's a big fly. This fly actually it lays its eggs in dead, fallen tropical trees, and then the maggots, which also are enormous, grow and they eat up the dead, rotting wood. Timberfly. If you're one of 37 teams that said Midas fly, I read a blog post from the Natural History Museum London, I believe it was from them, and they gave the distinction to the timberfly. There's a little bit of controversy with the Midas flies, but they seem to be just a couple of centimeters smaller on average. Okay, top 5, let's take a look. How'd we do? Aquatic panther, adorable impala, mystery cat, diplomat, lark, and speedy fox. You make up our top 5. Nice job. Oh, we got a shout out. Check it. Quick duck. You are our highest climber because you're quick. Up 103 places with that correct answer. Nice job. Let's do another question. We're rolling. What must a female mosquito do before laying eggs? Feed on blood, buzz in your ear, blood transfer from the male, or she must die. What must a female mosquito do before she can lay eggs? Let's see, how are we doing over here, Science Jess? Are we doing okay? They treating you well in the chat? Oh, Blessed Beanie, what are the botfly stories? Okay, look up online, look up entomologist Phil Torres, Torres. He was bitten, I guess you could bitten, stung? I don't know what you would say they do to you. They lay an egg in flesh. They lay their eggs in flesh. Botflies lay their eggs in flesh. And then the larva develops under the skin and pupates and emerges and flies away. And apparently does so quite painfully. But there are these scientists, like tough entomologists, who let it happen and document it for science and for Twitter. So you can get some really good pictures if that's the kind of thing you want to know about. Okay, a female mosquito needs a blood meal. The blood meal allows her to then lay eggs. Of course, they're probably going to buzz in your ear because they're going to bite you, but the correct answer is feed on blood. Male mosquitoes, by the way, don't bother you. Male mosquitoes don't do anything really, except mate. Okay, here's your top 5. Take a quick look at it. Let me know what you think. And let's go. Let's do another fly question. Ooh, I learned this one in yesterday's talk. Fly species make up what percentage of the tree of life? We're talking living things on Earth. Fly species. 3%, 5%, 12%, or 15%? Let's see. Sharon, I am so sorry. I'm looking at your comment. You shouldn't be losing Kahoot just because you click between, unless if you're playing on one mobile device and you're switching between your browser app and a YouTube app, that might be causing some issues here. Or it could have something to do with the number of people who are playing tonight's game, but we're not up against any sort of limits. Very interesting. These aren't problems. This is kind of like this happened the very first night, but I'm not seeing anything terrible on my end of the game here. Okay, fly species make up 15% of the tree of life. 15%. It's like between flies and beetles as to which one makes up the greatest percentage of the tree of life. as like one kind of thing. 15% blows my mind. All right, here's your top 5. Dynamic badger, zany crane, smiling sloth, bright badger, and adorable impala make up our top 5, and shining bunny got our highest climber award, climbed 60 places with that correct answer. All right. Last question in round 1. How did the spongilla flies get their name? Their larvae feed on freshwater sponges. Their larvae feed on saltwater sponges. They have SpongeBob eyes, or they live on kitchen sponges. Interesting problem to have with the answers tonight. I'm going to try to think up a solution for you. I want everybody to be able to play the game. So the game is still open. I know you would hate to lose your points. Folks who are having this problem, have you tried leaving Kahoot, going back to the website and rekeying the game pin? Let's try that. You lose your points, but you'll get the chance to rack up more points later. Let's take a look at the top 5. Time's up right off the bat. Jessica Baird might be onto something. Double check on YouTube that you've got, click the button that says live. Make sure you're watching a live version of the video and not the DVR'd version. You want to catch right up all the way. We'll keep working. But we're on to round 2. And let's see. Hey, Brent, I'm going to holler at you. Can you resize the screen share? The text at the top of the screen is being cut off by about half. All right, round 2. Now, last week we played virtual trivia. Somebody in the comments section over here said that they wanted to do prehistoric creature trivia questions. So, it's BUGFEST. Let's do prehistoric bugs. How's that sound? So we're gonna rock, fossil, and roll. Which of these is the largest insect ever known to inhabit prehistoric Earth? A trilobite, a dragonfly, millipede, or centipede? Which of these is the largest insect ever known to inhabit prehistoric Earth? Thanks, Brent. That looks better. Okay, 20 seconds. Look at that. Excellent, Sharon. You're here. You're with us now. We're together. That was Jessica came through. Jessica had the button. Science Jess, what is this? How do caterpillars order the latest fashions? Okay, Science Jess, what's going on? Which of these is the largest insect ever known to inhabit prehistoric Earth? Out of these 4 options, the dragonfly is the only insect. Dragonflies have 6 legs. Trilobites, millipedes, and centipedes have more than 6 legs. So, dragonfly is the correct answer. Now, they would be the right answer regardless. Dragonflies 300 million years ago were enormous. Okay, we're talking dragonflies with a 25-inch wingspan, okay? Like the biggest dragonflies that are out there today have like a 6-7 inch wingspan. Okay, that's a big dragonfly. Can you imagine 25-inch dragonfly? 34 teams got the correct answer. Dynamic badger hanging out at the top spot. Nice job, but adorable impala, inspired bat, silly leopard, and prairie otter all making advances in 2nd through 5th place. But that question did knock a few folks out. 3 players lost their answer streak. Don't worry though, we got more questions, more prehistoric arthropods to talk about. For example, Tocomia catalepsis is remarkable for what feature? This is the oldest arthropod with mandibles. It's the first creature that had 100 legs. It has human-like teeth, or it has a human-like eyeball. Okay, science just, how do caterpillars order the latest fashions? Catalogs. Science Jess. We need to talk about your science jokes, Science Jess, okay? You work for the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. We need good quality science jokes. Oh gosh. Well, I'll send you some online training. Tocomia catalepsis is remarkable for the fact that it's the oldest known arthropod with mandibles. Yeah, now this is kind of this is the best sort of reconstruction, artist reconstruction that we have. But look at the face. See these 2 big spiky things sticking out? Those count as mandibles. First one from the fossil record. Science Jess, don't ever change. Here's your top 5. Take a quick look. Hey, Zany Crane, welcome into the top 5. You got the little green arrow and have advanced. 3 correct answers in a row, though. Adorable Impala making that run on first place. Let's do another one. Which of these mass extinction events ended the trilobites? Everybody's favorite fossils, I think. Cute little roly-poly looking fossil bugs. Was it the end of the Jurassic, the end of the Permian, the end of the Cambrian, or the end of the Ediacaran? Which I misspelled. My apologies to all of the geologists for misspelling Ediacaran. Jackson, you watched every episode of Ancient Earth? Does that mean you know all these bug questions? 20 seconds, everybody. Looks like most of the answers are in. Just a few stragglers. 10 seconds left. Which mass extinction? Only the ancient ones. 36 teams got the correct answer. The trilobites were ended by the Permian mass extinction event. The end Permian took out something like 90% of all life on Earth, and the trilobites actually made it through previous mass extinction events, at least one that was pretty rough. Before that, they survived. In Permian, though, couldn't manage it. If you want to learn more about the end Permian, take a little jaunt back a couple of weeks in the Lunchtime Discovery series, lecture series on the museum's YouTube channel. Just like search for Lunchtime Discovery on us. And David Bond, who's in the UK, studies the Permian extinction. You can learn a little bit about it. All right, check it. Dynamic badger and adorable impala hanging out in our top 2 spots. The balanced bee, blue pelican, and aquatic panther. Making that run on the top 5. I like to see the competition, everybody. Well, let's see here. Okay, it said multi-select. There's only one correct answer. Select the one you want and then hit select. Just one answer. The dinosaur flea got its common name, dinosaur flea, for what? That it drank dinosaur blood. It had scales like a dinosaur. It was originally mistaken for a dinosaur embryo, or it has a very painful bite, like a dinosaur probably would. And I feel like I should get special marks for coming up with 3 of these answers. Sometimes writing wrong answers is harder than writing right ones. Yeah, Natalie, hey, prehistoric bugs is tough. I spent so much time researching prehistoric bugs for this game. Sometimes I get lost in research rabbit holes, and when the trivia game comes out the other end, I have learned so much and forgotten so much. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, the answer spread on this one all over the place. The dinosaur flea has its common name because it actually would drink dinosaur blood. Yep, the dinosaur flea, who is pictured here in this artist representation. The dinosaur flea was a quite large flea that existed during the time of the dinosaurs 165 million years ago, and this tiny little flea would have more than likely preyed on dinosaurs. Researchers said it probably also had a very painful bite because it was a flea. Right, fleas right now are like tiny little specks, but this flea, you definitely like, I don't know, it would have been like having a tennis ball on your arm, proportion wise. It's a big flea. It's a big flea. Next, top 5. Dynamic badger, okay, but blue pelican catching up. I like it. Next question. Rocking and rolling here. What arthropod group contains the largest known species? The Pycnogonida, the trilobite, the dragonflies, or the sea scorpions? Which of these groups of arthropods contains the largest known species of arthropod? Of course, when we say arthropod, we mean more than just insects, right? We're talking about all of the creatures with jointed appendages, exoskeleton, crabs, lobsters, millipedes, and all 4 of your answers here, the Pycnogonidas, the trilobites, dragonflies, sea scorpions, these are all arthropods. One of these groups has an arthropod that was just big, a big arthropod. Less than 10 seconds on the clock. All right. How did we do? Let's see. Hard question again. 41 teams and 41 teams split evenly over trilobites and sea scorpions. Now, there were some big trilobites, but the 41 folks who said sea scorpions, the Eurypterids got the correct answer. Eurypterid, Eurypterid. There's a species of Eurypterid, the sea scorpion. Imagine a scorpion and a trilobite smooshed together. That's what they look like. Kind of like scorpions, but they were marine creatures. And there's a sea scorpion that apparently was, like 8 feet long. Yeah, that's a big arthropod. Here we go, silly leopard. Okay, Macon climbed back into 3rd place with that correct answer. But 3 players did lose their answer streak of 3. Sorry, everybody. Maybe you'll do better on the next round, okay? Because it's time for round 3. Now, round 3 is going to be all about famous bugs. Bugs in entertainment. Yep, we couldn't just do science. We're going to do a little bit of fun stuff here, too. I mean, science is fun. It's not what I meant. Oh, gosh. Entertaining bugs, too. Ready? Hope you've been catching up on your movie streaming the last few months. but this one's about music. Which Beatle is featured in songs by Bob Dylan, the Violent Femmes, and the Presidents of the United States of America? Firefly, cockroach, boll weevil, or ladybug? Which of these gets airtime in all of the most popular songs? Okay, while y'all are answering that one, I'm gonna catch up on the chat box over here. How are we doing? Let's see. Natalie says 6-year-old is flipping out that sea scorpions are a real thing. Voted for the sea scorpions. Oh no, and you overruled them. Yes, science is right on it. An aspiring entomologist. Yeah, okay, you've got to look up the sea scorpions then. These creatures, amazing. Some scientists think they actually could have been like they had a stinger, kind of like a scorpion. Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to tell. We just really know about them from fossil records. But some were small, some were enormous, obviously. So you've got to look up more about sea scorpions. Okay, who knew the answer to this one? If I asked you, you could sing me every song written about boll weevils. Bob Dylan, Violent Femmes, and the Presidents of the United States have all written about the boll weevil. 24 teams got the correct answer. Okay, Balance B, Bright Badger, Diplomat Lark. On that rocket climb to first place. Dynamic Badger, though, you got that early lead. It's holding out for you. There's only a few more questions, though. Hope you get a few more. You got to stick it out. All right. In the first Big Bug feature film, Them, from 1954, which creature must the humans fight off? Are they giant ants, giant leeches, giant roaches, or giant centipedes? 1954. Them. Them. Now, let's see, 1954. So what I read about this film is that this was a time, this would have been one of the early films where nuclear radiation from bomb testing was sort of the catalyst in these movies for creating extra large critters that then would go on a tear and, you know, cause damage and destruction and terrorize all the people. And then they would run around and be heroic and take care of the problem and exterminate the bugs. Them was the first Big Bug, they're called, feature film, and it featured giant ants. Yep, dropped a nuclear bomb in New Mexico in a test of the bomb, and then that irradiated an ant colony. So the ants grew to tremendously huge sizes, and then they go in and they try to fight them, and then they think they fought them off, but then they didn't, and some of them came back, and then they had to go find some that had escaped. And okay, well, I'll just let you watch it. You tune in, maybe you can find it. I read about it, but hopefully that was a dramatic retelling. But I won't spoil the ending. Okay, Dynamic Badger, Blue Pelican, Balance B, Bright Badger on an answer streak headed up to the top, and Zany Crane make up our top 5. Okay. Whew. Bugs in Entertainment, stop motion animation got its start in The Cameraman's Revenge from 1912 and mainly featured what insects? Dragonflies, stag beetles, ladybugs, or roly-polies? In this film, The Cameraman's Revenge from 1912, what insects were the main characters? So this film, The Cameraman's Revenge, actually has a very interesting story of the soon-to-be quite famous filmmaker who invented stop motion. I have lost his name now. I should have written it down. But the person who made this film, he was actually a scientist tasked with filming the behaviors of one of these 4 creatures. And when he would put them under the bright lights in his camera, they would just they wouldn't do anything. They were totally boring. And so he got nothing. There was nothing to film. So then he ended up with just dead ones, and he would articulate their arms and legs, take photos, move them, photo, and stop motion animation was born. And he goes through, tells this incredible tale of the stag beetle family, Mr. and Mrs. Beetle. Yep, it's quite a harrowing tale. Lots of other insects featured. There are dragonflies and crickets and lots of other bugs make a show in the cameraman's revenge. There's love, there's drama, there's plot twists. You can watch it on YouTube. Check it out. 66 teams got the correct answer. Okay, no big change in our top 5 that time, but it looks like some teams are on an answer streak. Not a lot of questions left, but let's see what we can get. All right, just choose one answer. Sorry, it's not a multi-select question. Choose one, hit submit. Which movie was the first home video release to be entirely created using a digital transfer? Digital to digital instead of film to digital. Okay, with me? Was it A Bug's Life, Ants, Bee Movie, or James and the Giant Peach? Which of these was the first home video release to be entirely created using digital transfer? I think it's kind of cool, right? One of these movies that has bugs in it made cinematic history, or a home video release history, I guess. 15 seconds on the clock. Oh, Science Jess, thanks for posting that link in the chat. Yeah, everybody check it out. If you like movies, Museum Movie Night, tomorrow night, we're watching The Fly. It is rated R, grown-ups only for this one, but check out the bugfest.org. Science Jess dropped the link for the Facebook event page. Let us know that you're coming. We want to see you there for that one too. And we'll have guest experts to talk about the movie. All right, yeah, it was Pixar's A Bug's Life. 52 teams got the correct answer. A Bug's Life was digital to DVD. Whoa, okay. Whoa, look at the top 5, y'all. Blue Pelican has now overtaken Dynamic Badger, followed by Bright Badger, Zany Crane, and Balanced Bee. All right, we got a game now. Next question. Quote, "You guys know how to pole vault," is from what movie featuring what giant critter? The movie Tremors with giant worms, the movie A Bug's Life with ants, the movie Ants with grasshoppers, or the movie The Fly with a human-fly hybrid. Which of these 4 movies has this obscure quote? All right, just a few seconds left. How are we doing? Sharon checked A Bug's Life, got it wrong. Oh yeah, that submit button, that multi-select thing, that catches me all the time. It's like, you know, because I'm using this web platform, so there's this obscure little button in the corner. How do you want? Yep, it got me. You guys know how to pole vault. 61 teams got the correct answer. That is from Tremors. Yeah, they're stuck on the rocks. The giant worms called the graboids are hanging out around them, trying to eat them, but they have to move through the sand and the dirt. They can't get to the rock. So they find these giant, like, poles for pole vaulting, just like laying around, and they hop rock to rock to try to get away. Here's your top 5. Ooh, Dynamic Badger back in first place. Look at that. All right, well, hey, that was our 15 questions, but now it's time for the bonus round. That's right, regulation play is over. 1 question. You get the correct answer on this one, you get 1,000 points added to your score. That's right, this question could make or break us. Well, not me, you. Now, for this question, you're going to have the ability to type in an answer. Now, you could type in anything you wanted, but if you want to try to get the correct answer is a number between 1 and 99. Okay? That is your hint. Enter a number between 1 and 99. And if you type out the number, like THREE for 3, you'll get it wrong. Numeric characters only for this one. The answer is between 1 and 99. Here's the question. The fastest wing beat is a fly species. How fast is the fastest wing beat to the nearest 1,000 beats per minute? So 1 to 99. You don't have to add the thousands part. Just 1, 2, 3, 60, 85, 99. A little more than 30 seconds. Fastest wing beat. This blows my mind. Science blows my mind a lot. Fastest wing beat is a species of fly. And it can be counted in the thousands of beats per minute. All right, 10 seconds. Get your answers in, everybody. Oh man, hope y'all enjoyed the BUGFEST game. We're 2 days into BUGFEST, and it's been a wild and crazy week already. We've got so many more days of this to go. Let's see. Who got it right? Did anybody? Wait, 2 people got it right. 2 people got 63,000 beats per minute. 63,000 wing beats per minute. That, oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's see. Okay. That's our last bonus question. Okay. We're on to the podium. This is where we find out how we did. Who won the game? Before we do that, don't forget bugfest.org. You want to hit that up. Find some cool programs to participate in. There's a lot going on. Crafts, yoga, movies, more guest presentations from experts across all kinds of cool bug topics. Do not miss out. Okay, it's time to see who our podium is. Wait. No, let's do it. Okay. Here comes the podium. 3rd place went to Zadie Crane. Excellent job. 2nd place, Blue Pelican. Okay, 1st place, who got it? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Round of applause for Dynamic Badger. Pulled out the win. It got hairy scary there at the end for you, but managed it, made off with the win tonight for a BUGFEST virtual trivia program. Oh gosh, what a great game, everybody. Thanks so much for playing. Now, a few more things that I want you to know about. The Museum of Natural Sciences in downtown Raleigh will reopen its doors next Tuesday, 10 a.m., September 22nd. Visit naturalsciences.org to get your free timed reservation. We have some new protocols in place for visitors. Our hours of operation are a little bit different. So check out naturalsciences.org to get all the information you need on how to visit our downtown Raleigh location. Everything you need is there. It's really clear. We are very excited to once again welcome everybody back into the museum. Things will be a little bit different, sure. Everything is right now. But hey, if you're one of the first people in the door Tuesday morning, guess who's going to be outside to greet you? This face, and I'll have my cloth face covering on, but I will be smiling to greet you at the front door. So, September 22nd, we're so glad to welcome you into the museum again. If you've got a few minutes, I'm going to trigger the Kahoot feedback survey. It's like 3-4 questions, real quick, tap, tap, tap. Just let me know how you enjoyed the game. Make sure that I'm like keeping the game fun and exciting and interesting for everybody and at a good level. All right, we want everybody to have fun, learn something new, and enjoy their Tuesday night with us. So, Science Jess, if I missed anything, drop those links for everybody in the comments. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope that you had fun. Sorry about any of the technical problems that we had, but you know what? We're all just having a good time anyway. So, my name is Chris. I'm going to sign off now. Follow the museum on social media. We're at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're at Natural Sciences. Naturalsciences.org is the website. BUGFEST.org to get all your BUGFEST celebrations planned. And hey, we'll be here for Virtual Trivia Tuesday next week as well, so don't miss out. Who knows what the questions are going to be like next week? I haven't written them yet, so we'll see. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Good night.